Hey everyone, you might notice something's a bit off about me today. I'll give you a moment to guess what it is. Got it yet? I attempted a no-heat curl experiment and, well, it spiraled a bit out of control. Not too wild, but definitely curlier than planned. Had to calm it down a bit. If you're curious about that chaos, I made a video about it. Super fun to film. Check it out if you want. Anyway, that reminds me, your hair is looking absolutely stunning right now. Like, gorgeous. I could just devour it. Okay, maybe not devour, but you get the idea. Kinda weird, I know. Alright, let's dive into what we're here for. I've been browsing Reddit and stumbled upon this Best of Redditor Updates subreddit, which is a goldmine of follow-ups to some juicy stories. So, let's jump right in. First up, a 22-year-old woman whose 22-year-old boyfriend keeps bringing his 24-year-old friend along on their dates. Yeah, you heard that right. Her boyfriend's buddy is crashing their romantic outings. Let's see what's going on. So, the deal is, her boyfriend is super tight with this guy, Liam, who's like a brother to him. Apparently, Liam even saved his life once. Hello, major, plot point, but he's tagging along on every date. Okay, hold up. Can we circle back to that life-saving thing? I need the backstory, but she just glosses over it. Fine. She even tried setting Liam up with one of her single friends for a double date, hoping it'd spark something. Spoiler, it didn't. She's asked her boyfriend why Liam's always there, and he says Liam's lonely, has no one else, no siblings, no girlfriend. All right, fair enough. But then it gets heavier. Her boyfriend lays on the guilt, pointing out Liam's rough past. His mom passed away when he was young, his dad's out of the picture, and he's got no one. That's heartbreaking, no doubt, but she's starting to feel like her boyfriend's manipulating her with this sob story. She's been dealing with this for 3 months and is at her breaking point. She's thinking of ending the relationship if things don't change. Liam's not just on dates. He's at movie nights, mall trips, you name it. She's like, I feel bad for him, but I barely know the guy, and it's not my responsibility. She's questioning if it's okay to dump her boyfriend over this and wants validation. This is a tricky spot. You want to be compassionate? Liam's story sounds rough. He's like a mix of a superhero and a tragic novel character. But your relationship should feel safe and comfortable. And if you're stuck playing third wheel to your own boyfriend's bestie, that's a problem. If you've raised the issue kindly and he's still pushing back, that's a valid reason to walk away. You don't need a grand excuse to end things. Just your own peace of mind. It's tough, but you're within your rights. Let's check the comments. One commenter says she's totally justified in considering a breakup, but asks if she's firmly told him Liam's not welcome. She replies that she has, but her boyfriend guilt-trips her every time, saying Liam needs him. She adds, saying this out loud makes me realize he's manipulative. Yup, there it is. Another comment says she didn't sign up to be a sidekick in her own romance. He can hang with Liam as a single guy if he wants. Harsh, but fair. Then there's an edit. She's decided to break up with him and plans to meet him to lay it all out. She's firm, but says, if Liam shows up, I'm done for sure. Can you imagine Liam just being there? It's not even about Liam, it's her boyfriend's manipulation, that's the issue. Okay, here's the update. She broke up with him. Let's call him Xavier. She went to their meeting spot and guess who Xavier brought? Yup, Liam. She was livid. She asked to talk privately, but Xavier insisted she say it in front of Liam. At this point, I'm thinking Xavier's got a thing for Liam. She snapped, saying she's done with Liam crashing their private moments. Xavier doubled down, bringing up Liam's tragic backstory again. Saved his life, dead mom, absent dad, no family, no girlfriend. Liam, meanwhile, is just standing there looking baffled. Then the plot twists hard. Xavier looks guilty, and Liam gets mad, asking, "What did you tell her?" Turns out none of Xavier's story about Liam was true. Liam's mom is alive, he has a fiancé, and he's got siblings. Mind blown. Liam later DMs her, saying Xavier told him she was uncomfortable being alone with Xavier and wanted Liam there. So Liam thought she requested his presence. What is Xavier's deal? Liam only tagged along because his fiancé's studying abroad and he had free time. Xavier's just a straight-up liar. She's thrilled to be done with him, but annoyed she was deceived. What a wild ride. I'm dying to know the fake life-saving story, though. Comments speculate Xavier might have had a crush on Liam or was using Liam's tragic story to seem like a hero to his girlfriend. Either way, he's a mess. Let's move on. Next, am I the asshole for not letting my coworker crash at my place even though I have room? My gut says no, but let's dig in. A 23-year-old woman lives alone in a 2-bedroom house. One room's her bedroom, the other's her office, closet, storage, and occasional lie on the floor and contemplate life space. It's not a guest room. She's had a terrible roommate before, so she worked hard for her own place and cherishes her solitude. It's her sanctuary. A 25-year-old coworker got kicked out by her roommate after a fight and was venting at work. The woman felt bad, offered sympathy, and sent her some rental listings to help. Later, the coworker texted, asking to stay at her place for a few weeks since she has space. Bold move. The woman panicked. She barely knows her beyond work chats and lunch breaks. They're not friends. She politely declined, saying she values her privacy and can't host anyone. Solid boundary. The next day, the coworker's acting cold, and another colleague says she's been telling people the woman let her go homeless, despite having a spare room. Except she's staying with her boyfriend, so she's not homeless. Also, the woman pays to live alone. That's the point. She doesn't want to share her space with someone she hardly knows or risk a few weeks turning into months. Now, coworkers are judging her, and she's torn. She feels bad but stands firm. You're absolutely not the asshole. You were kind, honest, and set a clear boundary. Her flipping on you so fast shows she might not have been a great house guest anyway. If I asked someone for a favor like that and got a polite no, I'd respect it, not badmouth them. Comments agree. Her life isn't your responsibility, and it's wild she felt entitled to your home. One points out you don't need to find out why her roommate and boyfriend don't want her around. Then, an update. She went to jail. What? No details, but the woman admits she laughed. Harsh, but human. Problem solved, I guess. Comments joke it's a win-win. She kept her space, and the coworker got a place to stay. Jail's no joke, though. Another quips her cellmate probably kicked her out, too. Wild. Let's keep going. Next, a 23-year-old woman, days from giving birth, just learned her 37-year-old boyfriend can't be at the birth because he's married. Yikes. Let's unpack this. She admits the age gap might have been a warning sign, but she fell hard. They've been together 2 years, long distance. When she got pregnant, he promised to move to her city and live together, saying he just needed to finalize things with his ex-wife. Except, oops, she's not an ex. He lied about being divorced. He has 2 kids with his wife, which he was upfront about, but not the part where he's still married. Now, at 39 weeks pregnant, he's gone radio silent. Not great timing. She's set to be induced Monday unless the baby comes sooner. When she confronted him, he admitted he's not divorced or separated and never told his wife about her or the pregnancy. He claims he's backed into a corner. Poor guy, right? She's devastated, 4 days from giving birth, and was counting on him as a partner. She's ready to tell him to get lost but needs advice on moving forward. This guy's a walking red flag. He's legally obligated to support his child, so she should get a lawyer to secure child support. It's tough, especially with a newborn, but it's the way to go. Comments echo this. Lawyer up, get a DNA test, and make him pay. They also ask if she has support like family or friends. She replies her mom can't come due to COVID, and she feels foolish for trusting him. A doula organization was suggested, and she's looking into it. An edit says she's in shock, but grateful for the advice. She's numb, sad, but still excited for her baby. She's getting weird DMs, so she's stepping back to binge-watch something mindless and cry. She's contacted family lawyers and is leaving the legal stuff to them, hoping he didn't lie about his identity. She feels naive, but reminds herself she was in love, not stupid. Update. She had a healthy baby girl Monday. Congrats. They were discharged quickly due to COVID, and she's adjusting. The birth was amazing but intense. She spoke to his wife, who he finally told. The wife wasn't mad at her, just hurt, and was incredibly kind, checking if she needed anything. Postpartum hormones had her in tears. The wife's divorcing him. Good for her. They plan to meet post-COVID to vent about him. Love this bond. She's got a lawyer for custody and support, and he hasn't reached out. She's set with baby supplies and urges others to donate to diaper banks.
Amazing resilience. Comments love the wife's pettiness. She went through his phone to find her. Their friendship is goals. One more story, then we're done. Last one. Am I the asshole for dumping my boyfriend after finding a woman in our bed? Initial thought, nope. A 26-year-old woman was heading to London with her sister and stayed at her place near the airport. She forgot her passport at the apartment she shares with her 27-year-old boyfriend, so she went back. She texted him she was coming, but he didn't reply. When she arrived, he was acting shady. She walked into their bedroom and saw a strange woman in their bed, fully clothed. She grabbed her passport, said they were done, and left. Her boyfriend's now blowing up her phone, claiming the woman's a longtime lesbian friend who needed a place to crash. She's skeptical. He never mentioned a guest, and it feels off. He's begging her to listen, saying she's overreacting, but she's hurt and confused. They just signed a lease, and she's leaving the country, so the timing's awful. The secrecy's the red flag. Why not tell her? You don't need a reason to end things. But I'd want answers. Talk to the woman. Check his phone. He's the jerk for hiding this. Comments ask if this is part of a pattern, noting she's had issues with him before, per her post history. She replies that not mentioning the guest broke a clear boundary. They agreed to notify each other about visitors. Moving was stressful, and he was stubborn while she didn't stand up for herself. But otherwise, he's been decent. She's blindsided. Others suggest meeting the woman to verify the story. Update. She enjoyed London, got tested for STIs back in the USA, and found out he gave her chlamydia. Awful. She's asymptomatic, treating it and seeing a gynecologist, worried about how long she's had it. She last tested negative in July 2023, before dating him, so he's the source. He never admitted cheating, but they're done. They're figuring out the lease, and she's staying with her sister. She's embarrassed but grateful for Reddit's support. Comments slam his lame excuse. A real friend would have spoken up. The lesbian from Canada you wouldn't know vibe is strong. Others joke about cheaters' absurd lies, like a guy claiming his affair partner's legs in a video were a lamp. He's a liar, and she's better off. These stories were wild. Let me know if you want more Redditor updates. I've got tons saved. Also, tell me your favorite subreddits. I feel like I'm stuck on the same ones. What do you think? Peace out.